everybody? It is me, No Name 77 Spore, back with Waves 2, where we find out what happens when you're only allowed to put one caliber gun on a ship. And currently it is May of 1936. I believe this is episode 88. And we're trying to get into a war with either Germany or Italy, but America likes being pissed off at us for some reason. We're currently losing some money per turn, but part of that's because we're refitting a bunch of destroyers. Part of that's because we're basically building, 8 new destroyers at once. Um, Talbot is still rebuilding, so it's going to take another turn. 2 diadems will be out somewhat soon, and then we can reduce fleet readiness. And we do have well, we have two older CVs rebuilding, and then 2 newer CVs um, currently actually building. And then I believe down here we have the formidable class CVs. When is stuff gonna get old? So Hermes might actually get old here pretty soon, so I should probably real quickly send her in for a rebuild. Give her some anti-aircraft vectors. We'll keep the same plane wing, but I want to try to increase the amount of anti-aircraft gun, these guns I have. So yeah, we can do that and increase our heavy anti-aircraft factor and get more light anti-aircraft. And that should kind of help. Yeah. More heavy anti-aircraft is good. So yeah, we'll pull Hermes out for a refit. And I think that is going to the next term. Research is at 10%, so that is good. Okay, I will be moving ships down there then. Yeah, give them double the amount. Awesome. Increases heavy anti-aircraft effectiveness. Ooh, improved 17-inch guns. Those will be good for future battleships. That is concerning. Okay, let's go to medium spying there. Research-wise, actually no, I want to look aircraft types. Yeah, we have a medium bomber request going on. So, given what is going on with the US, I do think that really a lot of my good stuff should be activated and decent stuff in the mothballs probably be moved to the reserve fleet. So, we're going on to a readiness status now. He does want more stuff in the Mediterranean though. Oh, we do have Apollo in the active fleet, so I'm going to activate the currently fair quality ones in terms of the CAs. Ariadne should probably be active. We're losing a lot of money per turn with this, so I think I'm going to hold off here. Although I do got to find something to send to the Mediterranean. I think Inconstant will go into the Mediterranean. Cruiser-wise, the Persians should probably be active. The Latonas should probably be active. I'll send the Latonas into the Mediterranean. So, destroyer-wise, what's currently in the active fleet? The Victors are currently in the active fleet due to them just completing a rebuild. I'm going to activate the... Yeah, I'm going to activate these guys all. Nemesis should probably be mothballed, but, we're too close to war at this point. So I'm going to move probably the Loch Navars into the Mediterranean to deal with Italy's existence. Two cruisers have finished their reconstruction. They need to go back into the Mediterranean. Yeah, I cannot afford this current level of construction for very long. Where's all the money going? Mostly into those capital ships. Tensions rise with Italy. Yeah, I'll leave everything active right now until we run out of not until we run out of money necessarily. Okay, new flying boat as a private venture. Range is fairly good compared to what we have. Speed is slow compared to what we have. Good toughness, good firepower, good maneuverability, good bomb load, but I don't see how this is better than a Vickers Meteor. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now we have that money back. And another class of destroyer has become old, the Nest class. So these guys have got to have a rebuild of some description. And given what I've been doing, we're going to go down to 4-inch guns, improved director, dual purpose, twin. Oh God, that uses so much weight. I want to do this, but like, look at how much weight that uses. If I get rid of L, we can do this. Okay, that is a bit costly. We're getting the M class back out, and hopefully Juno will come soon. I have no no fucking idea who's gonna go to war with us first, whether that'll be Italy or America. I'm gonna try to force it to be Italy. But given the moves that Italy is making, I think I am going to move Renown. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I'll move Renowned and the New Zealand. Hold on. Hold on. That's. Oh my God. That's cursed. Two ships of the same model with different speeds. So what I did was I refit New Zealand to Australia's design to hopefully get the speed up. Um, it appears it did not change, but now I'm just confused. Maybe, yeah, what the fuck? That is strange. Anyway, in case we need to be defending stuff, I probably do need a sizable navy down in the Mediterranean. Okay, air groups. So I'm gonna copy the air group from Eagle and paste it onto Formidable for now. Um, We opened the design on Formidable for rebuild. The spot value is 48. And how many planes does Italy have, and how many air bases do they have? They have a number of air bases. They're all small. I mean, ours are all small too, it says, so. But in terms of CVs, they're building one. They have one CVL, so I shouldn't be super concerned about fighters, except from land-based air. Okay, actually, Naiad is now old, so I am definitely going to have to send in this ship for a rebuild. We're going to switch down to 4-inch dual-purpose guns on her. Might get rid of a catapult. Or... Nah, she's going to lose an aircraft. Alright, yeah, there we go. Do that. Well, I was talking about sending more stuff down there. So a lot of the Morris-class destroyers have now completed. So these will go down into the Mediterranean as escorts. We did send a King Alfred into the Mediterranean to compensate for the issues. The diadems are back in, but we also have a couple Andromedas down there too. I'm gonna move the remaining, yeah, those remaining guys into the reserve fleet. Centurions and Dreadnoughts I'll move to the reserve fleet too, just kind of get them readied up. I don't think I would need to get the Barflewers in service for, the two potential opponents here, because we'd be fighting outside of home waters. But yeah, I was working on the air group for Formidable. So it's a spotting value of 48. Right now, she has 3 groups of 16 torpedo bombers each. So 16, 32, 48. So that would be 48 planes in the torpedo bomber squadron. So all 3 torpedo bomber squadrons could go at once. Um, I'm just gonna add more fighters. So we're gonna do that sort of layout. Copy air group to Argus, copy it to Implacable, and copy it to Colossus. We do have some stuff. Oh wait, no, we don't have anything in reserve. We do have some stuff at like Scapa Flow and Plymouth. I want to quickly check the map, just kind of where air bases would be down here. So Limassol does have an airfield. Um, both those have airfields. I think everything here has airfields, but we'd want to expand them. Gibraltar I would want to activate. Cyprus I would want to activate. The Egypt ones I would want to activate. Malta, that I would want to activate. And we're going to expand all of them. Next turn. Okay, that's bad. Japan is building heavy cruisers. Get an improved model of one of our seaplanes. Okay, that's bad. Okay, we need everything up in like Nova Scotia, New Brunswick to be active. Active, expand. Yeah, it looks like the game's just gonna force me into war with the US here. Oh god, everything's costing so much. I assume that's because the naval aircraft just went up. But yeah, I'm gonna start pulling stuff out of the Mediterranean back to Northern Europe. I'll leave the Brilliance down there. What I will do is I'll move the older carriers down to the Mediterranean. But yeah, man, budget-wise, this is bad. I'm gonna reduce research rate just to hold on a little longer. Our drakes are gonna be brought to the reserve fleet. Subs are almost finished construction. These have almost finished construction. We've almost got another 2 carriers built. And Juno is also only 4 months away. This is barely sustainable in its current state. Fuck it. I'll take double tension. Let's get it over with. Okay, so new medium bomber prototypes. Um, so if we're looking at them, one with the best range is the de Havilland. The one with the best speed would be either the Vickers or Bristol. Vickers is better range than the Bristol, so it would incline me to take the Vickers, except that the de Havilland carries a medium torpedo. Okay, that just pissed everyone else off. But it got us more budget, which is very, very, very helpful right now. Um, yeah. And, hopefully just everything is now ready to go if needed. Unfortunately, this could be a war against literally anyone. I'm gonna go medium spying on both America and Italy. And hopefully we can get Juno and the Nesses out here soon. But what's still mothballed? All those old ones. I'm okay with all those old destroyers being mothballed. Some of these are still kind of working up. Out of being mothballed. Okay, next turn. Mission 4 subs, 5 destroyers. Increases, it gets additional naval spending. Early surface search radar. And we are now at war with the US. Aircraft types. Request proposals for new aircraft. We cannot yet get a dive bomber. Great. So what do we need most? I will probably go with another fighter. So I'm gonna say speed and firepower. So now that we are at war with the US, one thing I want to be doing is I want to be improving my base capacity in these regions. So that would be primarily with difficult places to invade. Now the question is, where's the US going to want to focus? Are they going to want to focus on the North American East Coast, or are they going to want to focus elsewhere? They have 14 battleships, we have 15. They have 10 battlecruisers, we have 9. They have 5 CVs, we have 12. Oh god, they have 5 CVs in service. Um, so if this winds up being something where we can't really support stuff, then we're gonna have some difficulties with this. Unfortunately, the peak class cruisers have to be refit now. And the peak class is just I would love to get an aircraft on them, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can fit it. Um, yeah, I think for the peak class, I can do something like this. Send them in. So we will refit those, and then once they return, they will be in service. Activate all the cruisers. Activate the remaining Andromedas. I'm gonna activate those. We'll be losing a little bit of money per turn. Um, so activate the CVLs. I think I will leave Andromash currently in the reserve fleet. So these guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move some of them over to the North American East Coast, and then some of them over to the Caribbean. So you guys go to trade protection. You all go to trade protection. I think on these ones I'll make determinations. So Oaks are dedicated trade protection ships now. All of these are dedicated trade protection ships. So those are just starting other areas. I'm willing to put these on trade protection too. I think the 900 tonners will for now go on trade protection. Everything else will be active fleet. This is going to be losing quite a good amount per turn. Um, we will get Naiad and another destroyer back out, but we're not too far away from getting a bunch of this money back as stuff completes. I will probably reduce the research budget to 7% just to make this a little bit more sustainable. Either way, the Brilliant class is going to go out to Northern Europe. Um, these guys in the Mediterranean are going to go out to Northern Europe. So how are we going to split this? Okay, so what am I wanting to deploy to various spots? I think Invincible, Lion, and Leopard will, for the moment, be held back. Um, these and these will all try to contest sea zones. Actually, what I might do is I might move Indomitable over to a location where the US has colonies, say Southeast Asia. So I think, oh, not Indomitable, Invincible will support a push at Southeast Asia. Um, and we'll be sending one of the Andromedas with her. Probably Abakir. Actually, we'll send two. Abakir and Bachant will go there. In terms of cruisers escorting, I think they will take a couple Charybdis class cruisers with them. Yeah, given that the peaks are in refit, yeah, that's smart. And destroyer wise, I would be wanting some of the older destroyers, so maybe the Lance and I'm gonna take the Lance and then the recently refit Ness class down there. Actually, no, Ness class will not go down there. Victor class will go down there. There's a decent amount of destroyers, and then CVLY or CVYs. Um, Actually, here, all of you move right now to Southeast Asia, and we're actually going to have one of the Andromeda class cruiser or one of the Andromeda class cruisers and carrier also support that. So you guys go Southeast Asia. As well as one of the AVs, I'm thinking. So that will probably be Apollo moving down to Southeast Asia. Yeah. We have a lot of these in the Mediterranean, which should be moving out of the Mediterranean back over to Northern Europe. Okay, okay. So we're going to need a good fleet on both the North American East Coast and the Caribbean. So I think I'm gonna send these guys to the Caribbean. Fast, the remaining portion of the battle line will go up. Actually, you know what? Take the Centurions with you. This is a stronger battle line. Where you move out of the Mediterranean, you move back to Northern Europe. So these 5 ships will be going into there with yeah, Lion and Leopard are going to need to work up for a bit, I think. Constance moving, Incomparable would be a stronger one. We'll take one of the Illustriouses too, to the Caribbean. Actually, activate Dreadnoughts. Move ships over to the North American East Coast. Move ships up into Northern Europe. It will remain. Okay, CAYs. So we'll have a couple more to move around, but we got Amphitrite, Argonaut, Hogue, Royal Oak, Revenge, Ariadne, and Europa. So I think these two are going to move into the North American East Coast. Um, I think the Andromedas are going to move down into the Caribbean. I'm going to take the Royal Oaks up to the North American East Coast and the King Alfreds down into the Caribbean. Maybe the Andromedas are split later. Charybdis go into, or remaining Charybdis go into the Caribbean. Um, I think I'll take one of the forwards down into the Caribbean as well, and then the rest of you can go into the North American East Coast. Carrier-wise, right now we are basically sitting on what 9 fleet carriers and some other stuff. Okay, so CVL Biter, North American East Coast. Both Andromedas go into the Caribbean. And now we have the rest of them. So this alone can easily outnumber the American carrier force. But I think what I'm going to do is both Ark Royals and one Courageous class will move down into the Caribbean. The two Courageous class plus the four Formidable class are going to move onto the North American East Coast. That's all Northern Europe trade protection. You're going to be moved to the Reserve Fleet, Iphigenia. Um, so we have three of these left. Sirius is going to move down into the Caribbean. These two will move into the North American East Coast. Stuff in the Mediterranean. Okay, so now we have the rest of our destroyers. So I think our newer set of destroyers is going to move into the North American East Coast. And what else do we have? So for now, you guys go into the Caribbean. You guys, North American East Coast. You guys, North American East Coast. You guys, Caribbean. And we really do need to just start expanding base capacity at some of these areas. So Nova Scotia has more base capacity than New Brunswick, but I think I'll improve both just in case they get a successful invasion off. I don't think they'll go for Jamaica immediately. I'm gonna reduce research spending down. You know what? No, I'm gonna halt construction on Redoubtable. Okay. Air groups wise. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep that in reserve, but I am gonna take all these units and move them. So what needs to be active right now? Anywhere, yeah, anywhere where fighting can happen. So Freeport, those should all be active. I'm gonna check where Cologne and Hamilton are. It'd be fun to build one at Panama too, but yeah, okay. Expand that base. Um, we need that. So Trinidad, Hamilton should be active. Oh, we still have an airship base in North Korea. I'm gonna scrap that. A couple airship bases in North Korea. You know, it would have been nice to still have an ally here. Literally the turn before. Okay, so I mean we do have Midway. Yeah, it's not threatened by the US having Hawaii. So Guam and the Philippines are potential invasion targets. It actually probably would be smart to build an airbase at Manado. Um, let's just build air bases everywhere here. You have one at Dealey. So I would be wanting to probably activate the airbase at Takao. In Saipan. Okay, airgroups wise. Definitely the important ones though are going to be the ones off of like Nova Scotia and those places. So where are they? In blind right now apparently. Like Halifax, St. John. Okay, it would be like these ones. I think Halifax and St. John would be primary spots for air bases. This group is actually this group is going to go maybe to a place like Sao, Nassau. Change number. I'm gonna increase this to like 10. Okay, so Freeport, add air unit. We're gonna do like 10 flying boats. Add air unit. Maybe like 16 medium bombers. Then the rest fighters. And then I'm gonna copy that air group and paste it at Kingston. Where's Hamilton again? Hamilton's by Bermuda. Cologne is down by Panama. So Cologne, or Cologne or whatever, we're gonna add a lesser group of flying boats, maybe 8 of them. Maybe like 6 fighters and then 6. I'll do 6 medium bombers. St. John. Go up to 8. There. Let me just make sure that St. Okay, yeah, St. John is a good location. St. John's does also need an air group at it. I'm probably going to copy the one from Halifax there. Then off of our own coast, not going to have as much. You know, I'm going to have a small flying boat squadron of maybe 6 at each. I'll have a fighter squadron of maybe 6. And then a group of 10 torpedo bombers per base. And that will just be to kind of defend against anything that happens in the Northern Europe region if the US decides to try to fight here. Alright, so I think that is everything I want moving. Moving where I want it to be moving. Stuff's still being pulled out of the Mediterranean. Um, and yeah, we will see where this leads next time. So thank you everyone for watching. This has been me, No Name 117 Spore. Unfortunately, some stuff still rebuilding. And we are once again at war with America, starting in January of 1937. Links to my Discord, Twitch, and Twitter are down below if you're interested in any of those things. All right, bye, and see you next time for episode 89. I'm gonna have to make more title cards. They're only made to like 100. Bye.